Good evening everyone, and welcome to day 10 of the 40 Days of Hope. And today's message is a message of hope for anyone who feels misjudged, like you're always fighting battles to justify yourself. You know, I just encourage you that you can lean on God. It's my experience daily that He helps me not to worry what others think, because I know that He understands me better than anybody else, and He knows my motives for things. First, I'd like to comment on your reading yesterday, and in Luke chapter 9, Jesus asked His followers, He said, "Who do you say I am?" And Peter responded, "The Messiah," and Jesus agreed. And you know, over these 40 days of hope, the challenge is for you to really investigate and dig deep into the Bible and to see who you think Jesus is and to make an informed decision. And just to add some food for thought as you investigate this, this is just from the book Dug Down Deep that I find quite interesting. C.S. Lewis famously said that Jesus is either the Son of God, a demon, or else a madman. The all or nothingness of that statement always gives me the chills. Jesus is either who He claims to be, the God-man who came to redeem humanity, or is completely insane, even sick. You can't have it somewhere in the middle. He can't be a great teacher and a moral example and at the same time a liar. He can't be enlightened and be a trusted source of a spiritual guidance and at the same time be wrong about His identity. And if you do decide by the end of all of this that Jesus is who He says He is, you know, you open up a whole new world of how you relate to Him. Yesterday you would have seen how Diane and Trevor related to Him as their comforter. And a lesson I learned a while back, which I'm very grateful for, is that God is my vindicator. To vindicate now means, I suppose, to clear of suspicion or to defend. So I'll just give you a wee example. Anyone that knows my husband well knows that he loves to wind me up. And he was at this crack yesterday anyways, and my mother-in-law saw me glaring at him. And you know, up she jumped, quick as a shot, to defend him. And many wives might relate to me here. And you know, this time she actually said to me, you know, this might give you a story for the 40 Days of Hope, Bernie. So I'm actually twisting it on her now. I'm actually grateful. You know, I've come to be, my mother-in-law's come to be a very close friend. But you know, from my experience, in her eyes, her boys can do no wrong. And you know, it's dead right. You know, anytime I bring something up, she'll always show me the best in Mark and point that out in a situation where if we've had a disagreement over something. And you know, my mum's the exact same. You know, no one's got my back as much as my mum. And Mark experienced this, I think it was this like second time in Ireland. I was brought up, my mum has strong belief that, you know, we need to, that we should never bottle our emotions up and express ourselves. And I suppose we were allowed to, raise our voices to do that as we were growing up. Mark was brought up differently. So Mark witnessed an exchange anyway between myself and my mum. And you know, he challenged me, and no one has ever challenged me before on that. And you know, I suppose he made me see, yes, it's okay, I believe, to express yourself, but you have to be respectful. So I think I was still a bit proud, because I remember going to my mum in the sitting room and saying, look, Mark told me I need to apologise, I'm sorry I was rude. And you know, up like a shot, she came to my defence and told Mark, no, that's how I raised her, you know, it's right to let your feelings out, you can't be storing it up, you know. And he ended up getting the telling off in the end. And look, I suppose what I'm trying to say is God can be your vindicator. You were reading from Psalm 7 as well this week. And David, he cries out to God for those who slander him. And he said, Lord, let the Lord judge the people. Vindicate me, Lord, according to my righteousness and according to my integrity. I'm not sure if this has ever happened to you before, but I walked in on people once. Thankfully, it's only ever happened once in my life, actually talking about me. I had totally done something wrong, and they were right, that what they said was right. But you know, we can do things that are wrong, but when people, I suppose, question your character and your motives for things, it can hurt. So I don't think they noticed that I heard, and I went off anyways, because the Bible has taught me that, you know, I was really angry at the time and I wanted to explode. But in that place, the Bible tells us not to let anger control us, which can be very, very hard. And I've just learned the hard way that, you know, when you speak from a place of anger, it can often just cause so much hurt and not help the situation at all. So, you know, I remember running off, I think, to the bathroom to God to talk to Him about it. Maybe I was reading from the Bible this morning about Jesus on the cross, because, you know, just the picture of Jesus on the cross came to my mind when I was talking to God. And you know, He just reminded me that on the cross, He didn't vindicate Himself. Jesus actually reached out with compassion on those who falsely accused Him and who were you know, ridiculing him. And he actually said, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing. So I was challenged in that moment. And, you know, I think after that chat to God, that prayer, you know, I didn't feel like I needed to vindicate myself afterwards. And God helped me to forgive and move past that, because I knew at the time that he saw my weaknesses, but he also saw my motives, and he saw my heart. And, you know, I do think, of course, there's a time and a place where we do need to defend ourselves, especially if you're bullying and being bullied or anything like that. But sometimes I think we're just meant to be quiet. But I do pray, you know, I do just encourage you that you can call out to God for wisdom in all of these situations. Yeah, so enjoy your reading today, guys, and there won't be any message tomorrow, because I'm inviting you all to church, to SKCC Church in Folkestone. So I'll post a link for that tomorrow. Okay.